Hey, Maniac Moto back. Just doing a quick ride through town. Figured I'd turn the camera on. Ooh, it's sandy. I don't think the people around here like me doing wheelies that much. I don't come down here all that much, like in this area, because it's kind of off the beaten path. And the folks back here actually have some pretty, like, okay houses, like just, I don't know what to call them, just modest, but definitely none too shabby. Those always make me nervous because one time I went over them and I didn't pop the front end enough, and the back end came up and like smacked me in the butt. Like, it was bad. It's so good having a Grom. I'm getting like 80 miles to the gallon, something ridiculous like that. Just having a grand old time. It's another beautiful day. I guess tomorrow's supposed to rain like a lot, so I'm getting all my riding in today. Yeah, just kind of having a good time. Boop. Oh, somebody's actually doing something with that house. I think it's kind of just been sitting there for a while. Like, they put new siding and stuff on it. I think somebody moved out, somebody bought it, and then didn't do anything with it. Like, I never see cars there. The driveway tends to have like grass growing through the cracks, you know, that kind of place. Like, just not taken care of. But it looks okay, so I don't know what's going on. I almost bought this place. They're doing some good work to it. I really like what they're doing. I almost bought that house though. I was checking out these bikes the other day. They're actually not too bad. I mean, you got this old rat rod over here. This thing is cool. That thing is so cool with the wrap pipes and everything. Yeah, and the spring seat. I love that thing. And then there's this one, just kind of your standard Harley. Nothing crazy special, but just a nice bike. And then there's this one, and that one was uncovered the other day, and that one's pretty nice too. But I'm gonna roll out before somebody comes around. This is an apartment complex, and the people here, so there's a lot of Section 8ers that ooh, some rear tire slip, that come into this, because this is you know, that sort of, well, you can, unless you're from here, you don't really know what Section 8 is, but it's basically like government housing kind of thing, but not like the government pays for the housing, you know. It's like for people that can't afford it. Anyway, they tend to be kind of possessive for some reason. I don't know why that is, but we were going through there one time, John and I don't remember that we were doing anything like particularly crazy. And somebody was just like hollering at us, like, I was like, what? Why are you freaking out? I want to take a look at this Bonnie. Is this the Thruxton? It doesn't say it on there, so I don't think it is. I like that. It's a nice looking Bonneville. I like the two-tone paint job. I really think, because the intention with the Bonnevilles, like, as they went away for a while and they brought them back and they've tried to keep them as old school as possible with a little bit of new technology, and they've really done that. Like, say what you want about British engineering, I've never ridden one of those, but I hear really good things about them. So yeah, I'm half glad that I bought the Grom and half kicking myself because I use it like a dirt bike, so I just may as well have bought a dirt bike. It's funny because, so John and I have taken these things off-road into some very interesting places. Places that technically it's not legal to take a motored vehicle. So we won't disclose where those were. We may or may not have done that. Anyway, so and it's not like we were doing anything particularly wrong, but if somebody had caught us, they would have been like, yeah, okay, get out. And if we see you back here again, we're gonna give you a big fat fine or something. But yeah, we use these like dirt bikes, but the suspension is not dirt bike suspension, and the engine is basically a dirt bike engine. It's a 125, but it's a single sill, so it's just like, it's a little thumper. It does okay. But honestly, like, for the same money, actually probably for a little less, I could have gotten a nice dual sport. It's like used dual sport, and had a lot of fun with that. But honestly, like, the Grom, the difference is the Grom gets incredible gas mileage, and it's so nonchalant. Like, people look at it, they're like, oh, you know, it's like a mini bike. And so they don't expect it to be anything intense, and then you rip a wheelie in front of them, they're like, oh yeah! Like, people love it. Old people, young people, everybody tends to love it, except for the people that really hate motorcycles. As there are those people. There aren't many of them in New Hampshire. Actually, you may not know, New Hampshire, if I remember it correctly, New Hampshire has the highest bike-to-person ratio per capita in the nation. So basically, the implication there is that more people own bikes in general than other parts of the country. And I guess the least is, I think it's like Mississippi or something like that. Like, they just don't have motorcycles around there. But yeah, so there aren't many people that hate motorcycles because they're so used to them, because they're everywhere. They're always out. Like, when I was going out west, I really didn't see as many motorcycles as I thought I would. And maybe it's because it was still May, so it was still a little chilly. But I came home and I was like, oh wow, there's bikes everywhere. The difference was actually stark. What's up, guys? And there's a kind of a mutual respect there. Like, you tend to get, even the Harley guys, I've noticed, as the season has progressed, they're actually waving and stuff to, like, sport bike riders, or, I don't want to call this a sport bike. I don't even know what to call it. Moped riders. No, they don't wave to anybody that's not on a motorcycle, because that's just a lifestyle choice. You don't wave to... We wave to people that are on scooters, but you definitely don't do the cool, like, sup, because they're on scooters. They probably don't have their motorcycle license, so they probably don't know how to ride all that well. I don't know. There's just a mutual respect for riders. I'm getting beside myself. I don't know. Anyway, New Hampshire has a lot of motorcycles, but there's still those people that are like, I hate motorcycles, and so they still hate the Grom. But everybody else, they really seem to get a kick out of it. Oh, yeah. I've eaten it so many times in this area. Ooh. Yeah, all good. Second pass. Second pass, here we go. Yeah. You can get some good ones. It's so funny. So this is John's place, obviously. Well, maybe that's not so obvious. I've said it before. And we just kind of built this Grom track, and it's become kind of overgrown. But it never hasn't been fun. You know, it was always fun, even before we wore in the ruts here. Oh, there's Lilu. Hi, you're not gonna jump in front of me again. Come here. Hi. Go on, get out of here. She likes running with the bikes, but if you've seen the I Hit a Dog video, you know that oh, rather she knows not to jump in front of them anymore, which is very, very good. I mean, because that was a problem with her, and I didn't like the fact that she yelped. I didn't like the fact that I hurt her, but it kind of, in a terrible kind of way, it kind of had to happen, because she wasn't learning to not jump in front of us while we were riding, and she was gonna get hurt. And I'm glad that it was only like a stubbed toe, versus like her leg getting broken or something horrible like that. Because we love that dog, and she's a lot of fun, but she's still a puppy. She's only like a year old, and so she's still pretty stupid that way. So it's good that she's kind of learned earlier not to run in front of us. Oh, I think John's beckoning me over. Yeah, dude. You better. I am recording. Trust me, I've been vlogging the whole time. I think that was a buddy of mine. Ooh. See that big smile on his face? That was pretty good. Make sure nobody's over here. I'm pretty glad this isn't carbureted because I don't... Well, you can still rev limit a carburetor, I think. Maybe you can't, I don't know. What the heck am I talking about? Deviation! Standard deviation! It's funny, on all of my videos, YouTube is like, this video seems pretty shaky. You want me to clean that up for you a bit? And I tried it once and it actually looks pretty good, but I think I'm going to not do that because, first of all, I don't really care that much. It's a motovlog, so it's going to be shaky. Like, that's almost like it's half the point. It kind of adds to the video. But also, I just don't care that much. Like, let my motovlog be shaky, it's fine. Ooh, they need to mow this. This hasn't been this long in a while. There he is. Star of the show. Get it. Oh, that was a good ride out. Yeah. Woo! This old guy.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one. I always drift. Do a big one, come on. Nah. What a nerd. I think I'm too binary with the throttle. Just either off or on for me. Need a little more finesse. It's hot.
Not bad in squid status.
Yeah. I'm not ready to go full squid. Little off balance there. Yeah. That pup. Ooh. Very nice, very nice. That was a good one. Oh, he thinks he could escape me. Well, he'd be right. What? What just hit? That might have been my chain snapping. Like, not snapping, like breaking, but snapping as in like getting taut, you know. Oh, take it easy. Stay up, stay on, stay on.
Chain pop?
Yeah, I gotta tighten it. Oh, I bent the lever again. The nice thing about this brake lever is you can just bend it right back out.
Not that brake again.
I know. I was just saying. It's all good though. See, the nice thing about this one is you can just bend it right back out. Ta-da!
Is that where you want it?
Yeah, may as well be. It's gonna get bent again.
Ready?
Go. Nice. That's probably too far, but let me check. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. It's comfortable. Alright, I'm gonna tighten this chain before I do any more wheelies.